loaded? Pronounce you and a knife.
The Expendables 2 stands as a massive explosion of action, brotherhood, and vengeance that defines what pure adrenaline cinema should feel like. From the moment it begins, the movie wastes no time pulling viewers into a world of chaos, bullets, and raw heroism. The story brings together a group of mercenaries who live by their own code, men forged by battle and bound by loyalty, facing danger with nothing but grit, guns, and a sense of honor. It's a celebration of old-school action filmmaking, full of muscle, firepower, and one-liners that hit as hard as the punches. The movie opens with a thunderous rescue mission deep inside enemy territory. Explosions light up the screen, gunfire echoes through the jungle, and the Expendables, a team of elite soldiers for hire, move like unstoppable forces of destruction. Every member has their specialty, their scars, and their story. Together they form a deadly brotherhood that's impossible to break. Their leader, a man of few words but unshakable resolve, guides the team with experience and instinct. This opening scene sets the tone, fast, loud, and unapologetically intense. It's not about politics or glory, it's about survival, revenge, and doing the job right after their mission. The team returns to their base, a quiet hideout filled with old memories and stories of past wars. They've seen it all, victory, loss, betrayal, but what keeps them going is their bond. Each man has a reason to fight, but they all share one thing. They're soldiers who can't walk away from battle. Just when they think they've earned a break, they're handed a new assignment that seems simple: recover a valuable item from a crashed plane in a remote area. But in the world of the Expendables, nothing is ever simple. When the team heads out for the mission, the tone shifts from camaraderie to tension. The wilderness they enter feels hostile, filled with danger at every corner. The cinematography captures both the beauty and brutality of their surroundings: mist-covered mountains, dark forests, and villages hiding dangerous secrets. As they begin their operation, they move with precision, but an ambush soon turns everything upside down. Out of the shadows emerges a new enemy, colder and more ruthless than anything they've faced before. The leader of the opposing force is intelligent, cruel, and driven by greed. In a shocking moment, one of the Expendables falls, a moment that shakes the team to its core. This loss ignites the true heart of the movie: vengeance. What was supposed to be a mission turns into a personal war. The leader of the Expendables swears to make their enemies pay, no matter the cost. From that point forward, the film transforms into a storm of emotion and action, blending raw grief with relentless fury. Every explosion, every gunfight carries the weight of revenge. The characters, though hardened by years of battle, reveal flashes of vulnerability and loyalty that make them more than just soldiers. Their family, the pacing is relentless. Moving from one intense sequence to another without losing its emotional core, the battles are bigger, the weapons louder, and the stakes higher than ever. The team faces helicopters, tanks, and entire armies, yet they never back down. Every scene feels like a salute to classic action cinema: fast cuts, roaring engines, and practical stunts that feel real and dangerous. The physicality of the actors gives the film a gritty authenticity, reminding audiences what real action looks like before the age of endless CGI. Between the chaos, there are moments of humor and brotherhood that bring warmth to the film. The team shares quick banter and inside jokes, even in the middle of life-threatening situations. Their conversations reveal how deeply they care about one another, even when they hide it behind sarcasm and laughter. This balance between intensity and levity keeps the movie from becoming just another action flick. It becomes a story about loyalty and the price of friendship. These small, quiet moments between explosions give the movie soul. The villains, on the other hand, embody pure menace. Their leader operates with military precision and merciless logic, commanding an army that stops at nothing. His calmness in chaos makes him terrifying, a reflection of how power corrupts absolutely. His ambition isn't just about money or control. It's about domination, about proving himself unstoppable. The scenes between him and the Expendables leader crackle with tension, as both men represent two sides of the same coin: warriors who live by violence. But for different causes. As the story builds toward its climax, the action sequences grow even more spectacular. The Expendables infiltrate heavily guarded compounds, leap from helicopters, and face overwhelming odds. Every explosion feels earned, every bullet shot with purpose. The choreography of the fights combines hand-to-hand combat, heavy weaponry, and teamwork in a way that's thrilling to watch. You can feel the exhaustion and determination in every move. The editing gives each battle clarity and rhythm, ensuring that even the biggest explosions never drown out the emotion behind them. Amid all the chaos, the movie also explores deeper themes: the cost of war, the burden of leadership, and the struggle to find peace in a world built on violence. The Expendables are warriors without a home, men who only feel alive in battle. They know the world has moved on from their kind, yet they keep fighting because it's all they know. There's a melancholy undercurrent beneath the gunfire, a sense that these men are fighting not just enemies but time itself. They're relics of an era where honor mattered more than politics, and every mission could be your last. The score of the film amplifies every emotion. It's bold and thunderous during battles, but fades into haunting melodies during reflective moments. The music becomes a heartbeat for the story, pulsating during danger and softening during grief. It mirrors the emotional roller coaster of the team's journey from loss to redemption. When combined with the cinematography, the soundtrack gives the movie a larger-than-life presence that makes every moment feel cinematic and powerful. The climax delivers everything an action fan could hope for: massive explosions, brutal hand-to-hand combat, and raw emotional payoffs. The final showdown between the leader of the Expendables and his nemesis is unforgettable, not just for its intensity but for what it represents. It's not simply a fight for victory. It's a fight for justice, closure, and the memory of a fallen comrade. The tension builds until the final blow lands, ending the conflict in a moment that feels both satisfying and tragic. When the dust settles, the surviving team members gather one last time. They've avenged their brother, but the victory feels bittersweet. They know that revenge doesn't bring peace, it only fills the silence temporarily. Still, there's a sense of pride in their eyes, knowing they stood together and honored their fallen friend. The camaraderie that began as a professional bond has evolved into something deeper, a family forged through blood and fire. The final moments of the film are quieter, filled with reflection and respect. The Expendables understand that their lives are defined by the missions they take, but it's their loyalty that truly defines them. The movie closes with a sense of finality and hope. The team drives off into the horizon, battered but unbroken, ready for whatever comes next. There's a hint of melancholy as they ride away. They know their battles will never truly end, but as long as they have each other, they'll keep fighting. That enduring spirit captures the essence of what the Expendables franchise stands for: courage, brotherhood, and never backing down. The Expendables 2 isn't just about explosions or guns. It's about legacy. It's a tribute to the action heroes who paved the way for decades of cinema, blending old-school intensity with modern flair. Every moment feels like a love letter to the audience that grew up watching men of honor take on impossible odds. It's loud, unapologetic, and full of heart, a movie that wears its emotions as boldly as its battle scars. For fans of pure action, it delivers everything they crave: giant set pieces, witty lines, and heroes who refuse to quit. But beneath all that spectacle lies something more powerful, a story about aging warriors who still have something to prove. It's about facing mortality, standing up for what's right, and finding meaning in a world that's forgotten your kind. That emotional undercurrent gives the film surprising depth and makes its moments of silence as powerful as its explosions. Even after the credits roll, the spirit of the movie lingers. It leaves you with the image of a group of men who've seen too much, lost too much, but still rise every time the world calls them. They're not perfect, but they represent resilience, loyalty, and courage, values that never go out of style. The Expendables 2 reminds us that no matter how many battles you fight or how many scars you carry, the fight isn't over until you decide it is. In the end, the movie is more than entertainment. It's an experience that reignites the thrill of true action filmmaking. It's a salute to the legends of the genre and a promise that heroes never really fade. They just reload. They just reload.